Well, we had a CHH artist that came out and he's calling CHH to drop the politics and get back to Christ.
Yeah, man. I agree.
This is Hulvey tweets out, "This is a call to everybody involved in CHH." Boom, that's a call. Like it just says, how you call them out? This is a call to everybody involved with this thing.
So you know it's
like
serious.
You got the light in the sky. Like it's like a CHH symbol. Like what do you got Lecrae like in a what is the symbol for CHH, bro? Is it like
Lecrae?
Is it like a
what? Yo, it's just a silhouette of the dress.
Just a silhouette. Some Marrio Esco live silhouette. No,
it's when he shakes it. So it's like crazy.
Yo.
It's like the crazy dress.
So he says, "This is a call to everybody involved in CHH. Let's drop the politics."
Why would we even sign a logo into the sky? First of all,
let's drop the world's concept of success and lift each other up. Let's get back to Christ. Let's get back to what He does in our hearts. We are family. And he ends with, "We are family. Hey, hey, hey. I got all my brothers and sisters in me." There we go. We got to finish it right. You can't just.
You get the ladies like, what happened?
Brothers and sisters up in here. All right, so he says we are family. Yeah. Are we family?
We are, man.
Are we? Are we all family?
I mean, regarding like
we've been in this
in
thing,
the context of
we've
what he's saying,
been hustling behind the scenes of this thing. Like, it don't feel like family sometimes.
What do you mean?
It don't be feeling like family. It be feeling like competition and like cutthroat and like climb up on it.
But that's what he's saying, that we need to be a family.
Get the vanity metrics.
It just seems like everybody has their
winning?
own agenda. Everybody got their own team, their own squad. There's not a lot of unity happening. It's starting to happen. Like we're seeing these moves, like we saw with Dayton and help me out here.
Bizzle.
No.
Oh, Marty. You're talking about
Marty and Dayton. Yeah, that's like a dope, new, fresh thing that's happening.
It's not
like,
new.
More stuff
they
like
do that. People do that.
No, I'm not saying people don't do that. I'm saying more of that, like different camps that you don't normally expect, like Social Club and Dayton. That's like you don't automatically think that. Or if like Lecrae was to do a track with I don't know, just someone that you wouldn't normally expect, at least somebody that's not from 116.
I get you.
So more of that.
So it'd be like what, Lecrae and Kanye? Like Lecrae
I wouldn't mind
Kanye.
it, but I know the others that would be like
Lecrae and Biebs.
I knew he was an unbeliever.
Lecrae and NF? Is that what you mean? Like something like that?
Yeah, that would be fire.
On that caliber? Because they can only mess with people on their caliber. That's the thing. You can't just go and just mess with anybody. You got a blue badge, you got to mess with blue badges. You can't. You can't.
The blue badgers.
Does he have a blue badge? Imagine
he's not a blue badge. Don't talk to him.
That's one of the requirements. It's like, hold on, does he have a blue badge?
Oh my gosh.
No.
If I was to go into a group,
he doesn't have a blue badge.
And I saw a requirement is a blue badge.
Get that blue badge out of here.
First and foremost,
sorry, my love. Thank you so much. I love you, baby.
Blue Badger Squad.
Blue Badgers.
That's nasty.
They have it's Blue Badgers.
The Blue Badgers.
The Blue Badgers. Yes. Yes. I love it. Yes. That's what it is. Yep. The Blue Badgers. Yeah. You can only mess with people in your caliber. The Blue Badgers.
Man, it's
Blue
so
Badgers only mess with Blue Badgers, bro.
I tried to apply for that because they were like, all you have to do is authenticate yourself and it comes up. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I authenticate myself. That's not a problem. I just got to prove that I am who I am. And they were like, nah, not really. Enough of authentication.
It was like, what? What do you mean you deny me my blue badge?
I'm like, I thought all I had to do was I took a picture of my license.
Verified person.
And they were like, all you need to do is verify who you are.
I'm a real artist. How are you a public figure, sir?
It's only for the elite.
I'm a self-proclaimed public figure.
You need another blue badger.
I chose the option. You gave me the option. It said celebrity.
Actually, not true. Because Marrio has a blue badge, and I still don't got mine.
I don't got a blue badge.
I thought you have it on one of them. On Facebook, you had Facebook, right? You deleted it.
When it like really mattered, it was like
like a Democrat.
when it like you gotta have that in order to talk to them. It's a requirement
to talk to people. You have to have Facebook
in order to get a collab.
Oh, a collab.
You gotta have the blue badge first.
You gotta be a blue badger.
I feel what he's saying. I feel what this dude's saying. He's pretty much, and you know what? There's a lot of people, a big wave of people who are feeling the same thing, and
yeah, man. No, but it's true because you see
about it,
the back and forth, and a lot of times, most of the times, it gets ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a friendly, back and forth because there's Christians that support Democrat, there's Christians that support Republican, and when you're hearing the politics going back and forth, I have this belief in this system, and I want this regulation and that, it gets ugly. Like people start going back and forth about their intelligence and questioning whether they're believers.
You do your research.
Like, you need to do your research. You obviously
have no
I'm not gonna
clue
lie.
what you're talking about.
I've even fell prey to that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
so when he said that, I was like, woo, this kind of hits home too, like instead of going into politics and going after people's beliefs or whatever, it's better to just share the gospel. And I actually have had that, and they actually got more upset with the gospel than the political views I was saying.
Yo, it's crazy because it kind of it boxes you in and it imprisons you to a system that we're not supposed to be imprisoned to any system at all.
Yeah.
And so then they put you in this box and say these are your only two options, and everyone fights over what option is available. And it's your duty to vote. It's your duty in which, as a citizen or, of the country, then there's some sense of responsibility there. Being a citizen of the land, I get that. Pay your taxes, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that.
Yeah, facts.
But then when they make it like law, like in your life, law that you must abide, like how much freedom do you really have when they're giving you the options?
Yeah.
How much freedom do you really have? Is that all it takes? Is that all Satan has to do? All I have to do is give them two options. That's all he has to do.
Two bad ones.
Provide two options, and then now we're stuck with two options. We don't have freedom to think outside of the systems.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately,
you're bound to the two options that are available to you.
Yep. Or how about this? If your state is specifically one separate party,
B+,
even if you vote the other way,
share the show, brother.
It doesn't even matter. So, like, let's say if your state is a Democratic state, but you're a Republican,
I don't think I'm ready.
It doesn't even matter. That vote is going to be Democratic because you live in a state that's dominated by Democrats. Like, even in that, you don't really have a choice. Like it's weird how it all works.
I think
the system is crazy.
Obviously, we're free in Christ. You know what I mean? Like obviously we have sense of responsibility, whatever your convictions are. With your studies and everything like that. Obviously, but sometimes I feel like there's a big major blind spot that everybody across the board is like. I'm not saying I got the answer, but sometimes it feels that way. You ever think about like errors like in the past? Where they did certain things that now we're years later and we look back and we're like, I can't believe that the Christians then did that, like how do we know it's like true. 100 years from now there are going to be people looking back with like, I can't believe the American Christians were like that. And it's like, yo, for real, I don't even know if there's like one big major blind spot that nobody's seeing, and we won't see it until 100+ years from now. We won't see it.
Yeah, man.
It feels that way to me. It definitely feels that way to me. And I feel like I'm alone sometimes. I feel like, am I crazy? Am I the only one looking at everybody on both sides that is screaming and nothing's happening? Nothing's being resolved? Everybody's just yelling and it's going into a black hole and disappearing?
And I was actually seeing...
there's no change? No movement toward really anything?
And the most dangerous part about this whole situation is that, for one, the information that's being given is tainted because you're seeing things that are not true that are being spewed out. You're seeing things that are half true that are being promoted. You know what I'm saying? Then they reveal the truth later, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hot mess. And yet you have the people fighting and coming at each other's neck with what turns out to be not even real information, not even real facts, because it's constantly changing. They're like, oh, this candidate did this, and then it comes out, no, actually, it's not true. Then you're like, well, this candidate did that. And then like, oh, a couple weeks ago, it's actually not 100% true. It was actually this. And you're like, oh. So it's like the argument that I had last week was for nothing. It doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even count.
So it's like, yo, it's crazy. And the more you see, you're starting to see that.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
What ultimate goal is that they don't want us to say anything. Just accept. Because how do you accept false? Like, how do you accept lie? It's you don't even know what to trust anymore, to the point where now you're just like, man, if I can't trust nothing, I'm just not going to do anything. And that's the ultimate goal, is eventually to silence.
B+,
don't say nothing.
B+ says, I was just making that point to a friend who was in the red state. If you think about it, only votes that matter are the swing states. Facts. I agree with you, Mario. I feel you. You aren't alone, and Gil, you're right. We go crazy over each breeze of the media. Yo, facts. And it pulls the direction of everything. Real talk.
Man.
Like,
and then you got arguments that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't put religion into politics. Like, I hate when they say that, because you have to understand it's coming from a naive thing. Because how are you saying? How can you say that don't put religion in politics when the rules and guidelines that are being passed through politics affect your religion?
There it goes.
So you have to care.